Rip cat mate. Just a boy, one of the boys, Rasmus. Okay, so what do we got? Jonas or Eldon? I suppose, because I kind of feel like Eldon, I don't know. Yeah, alright, we'll go with Jonas. Okay. Jonas can be Rasmus. And any preference on clothing? Because as you can see here, we have quite the palette to choose from. Just one sec. Righto, sorry. So, Rasmus. Bunch of clothes you can pick from. Black, just all black. We can do... Can't do all black. I guess best we can do is like navy purple. Purple-ish. And... yeah, it's kind of the darkest we can go. Oh, wait, what? Hey, that's neat. You can change their outfits. Yep, that good? Sweet. Cool. Rasmus, welcome to the ship. Let's go to speed 1 and let it go for a while. Let's see where you are. You are right here. The skills that you have, well, first up, you are a nyctophiliac, which you find comfort in the dark. Mood is not affected by the absence of light, which is good because our ship is not going to be lit for the most part. Also, you are very good at industry, which is doing like jobs like these things, a recycler, making steel plates. Very good at medical, so you will be our primary healer when people get injured and when we research like medical beds. You can also do operations, which means you'll probably trade with some of the factions for us. You'll negotiate terms if we're fighting. And you can navigate as well, which is, yeah, fine, I suppose. So, yeah, pretty decent. You're very brave and kind of middling for the rest, which is okay. Your status. Oh, someone was mean to you. Who was mean to you? Probably Eldon. You and Eldon are having some sort of beef. And it's getting worse. Feeling comfortable. So, yeah, there is that. Eldon was being kind of mean to you. You are comfortable though, which is nice. You're a bit lonely, which is just going to be the way of things for now. And you are also one of our gunners. Or one of our weapons people, I guess. So you will be the one fighting aliens, or you'll be one of the ones fighting aliens for us. You'll be one of the ones fighting pirates and slavers for us. So, yeah, do a good job to keep us safe. Do only have 56% accuracy, which is not the best, but not the worst. So, yeah, we will be drafting you whenever we find things like this. Derelict ships. We have already stripped this one to its bare bones, but when we find them, we have to manually explore them. And you will be part of that team exploring them and taking care of any aliens that happen to be on those ships. But for now, it's more or less all hands on deck and getting everything built out here. And it does look like most of the stuff I have set to be built is built. So, I can build a research table. And we could probably look at getting the fuck out of here. At some point. I guess I built this one too wide. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe I want to wall it in. That's fine. Is there anything else that needs to be built? Research lab. Once we get the research lab, we should be totally good to get... Oh, I need to connect these to power as well. So I suppose just a wall node will do for that. No power nodes in range, you can't reach. Okay, floor node, I guess. Yeah. There you go. Chuck that down there. Stop beefing with Boldzo. Yeah. So Eldon is beefing with a couple people. He's beefing with Justine as well. Justine really doesn't like Eldon, doesn't like Catmeat, doesn't like Christus, doesn't like Rasmus either. She just isn't getting along with anyone. She's just okay with Winifred. And you are very good friends with Catmeat, it would seem. Yeah, you guys are getting along famously. You get along well with Winifred as well. And Winifred hates Krista, has no strong opinions about anyone else. You're okay with Krista, though. Huh. There you go. Execute hyperspace jump. We are ready to go. The funny thing is, we're not at all ready to go. But what I'm going to do is take everything, leave a couple of power rods and a bit of water for energy and oxygen to continue to flow through this while we work on it. But everything else we will be taking. Hopefully we will be taking it quick. And then we will be executing a hyperspace jump all the way to here. So yeah, that'll be fun. I can transfer that. Oh yeah, I can mine a bit more. I don't need to make any more electrical things. But instead of transferring, not mine, sorry, I can utilize these. Instead of transferring those two, I will do that. In fact, instead of transferring them as well, I'll do that. And I'll do a little bit more industry before we get everything transferred. So that'll be another 10 plates. And that'll be another 10 hull blocks. And maybe I could do another 10 infra blocks. Yeah, it's probably worth it. But aside from that, we can get everything transferred over. These are no longer worth feeding, but I suppose it's whatever. Managed to get everything done quicker than I normally do. So we have a plenty of water. Enough water. We don't have a lot of water. We're probably going to run out of water. That's fine. Hopefully we can find somebody to trade with, because that will be... we could stumble upon a random asteroid, but since it is like the kind of default settings for the harshest settings, we will not find a lot of valuable things to mine. They will not be 0 of 8 for the most, or they will not be, 8 stacks of resources for the most part. They'll be like 3, 4, 5, which in terms of ice is still really good because ice converts what, to 10? Yeah, one block of, no, it converts to, each block of ice converts to 5 water. So it works out. And I suppose, yeah, all the metals kind of stack up that way. So it'll be fine. I need to build a second power generator because this one is not handling the load it has anymore. So let's hollow this out a tad more. And this is fine for now. It doesn't matter. Because we don't care about people being populated on here. Although maybe I should, because I have built ships. Have built beds. So let's do that. The fuck are these guys doing? They're jumping in and out of their spacesuits. What are they actually doing? Oh, they're... yeah, okay, fair enough. And... yeah. Did that get done? Sure did. Excellent. That should end our power problems, which will end our heat problems. We shouldn't have any oxygen problems just yet. Nope, it's all good. High construction priority, please. And yeah, here's our algae, which everybody will be eating. Do I have this? Yes, good. Everyone's sleeping, and once they're done with that sleep tonight, I will transfer their sleeping priority over to the ship, because we are just about ready to depart. So, crank that to 4. Very good. Can just go like, yeah. Yep, totally fine. As long as they build this generator before they sleep again, it should be totally fine. Good. Oops. Good. Transfer these. Transfer them. You're doing that. Transfer them. Oh, also what I want to do is turn auto maintenance off. So that way the plants won't get watered anymore and we won't waste any more water on them. Which kind of sucks because I think they'll die, but that's fine. Yum yum, yep. It's algae, which requires biomatter. And the only way I know of generating biomatter in the game is, well, yeah. So, more or less, yeah, that's your dinners for now, for the foreseeable future. Well, not technically. Your dinner's algae. It's just algae that feeds off poop. And pee, I guess. You know, like, that's good biomatter. There's no point in sending it to waste, right? Good. You're done. We can... I can do another 5 of you, or another 10 of you to get 5, and I don't have any more electronics, so that is all we have in terms of infrablocks. Which I think is okay. Yeah, we're totally fine. Build it, please. Still more resources. That's okay, I guess. You're filling up. There you go. Lunk you together with that and that, I guess. You can lunk with that as well. Sweet. And... ugh, they're struggling. Why are you struggling? Or are you just needing to generate so little power? No, they just have so little stored. Okay, yeah, of course, because all of these power nodes are filling up their storage first. And once they're full, then the generators will fill up. Nice. Cool, cool. Progress. Everybody's sleeping over here. Nice. Let's look at this oxygen, because this is going to super quick deplete. Oh god, yeah, it's fading already. So it might be wise carving out some element of where we may store prisoners, just so we can put an oxygen generator over there. Don't want it too close to our people's beds, because they will take mood modifiers against it. This is done, so it can stop. You're still working, so that's fine. And yeah, so ships. Coming to the time where we probably need to make a decision on these. So what do we have? In terms of shuttles, we can take one of these, and one is called One Careful Owner. The other is called Allegra. What the fuck is that name? One Careful Owner. That shit's cursed to get destroyed. And the miners, which we can take 2 of, is Rusted and Trusted, El Miner, Clunker, and where's the other one? It's over here building? Yeah. and Dirty Devil. So we do need Creeper. Wait, what? Yeah, we do need to take 3 ships in total to fill out these hangars. And yeah, 2 of those. Well, yeah. As I hinted at before, we will be essentially jumping to the hyper sector and then coming straight back to here, because that might not be a good idea though, because we have we can get 10 more water. That is very little water though. What we will be doing is we will be jumping into hyperspace, coming back. Yo, Festo, what's going on, man? It's a fucking hell of an octopus, or whatever it is. That's sick. Yeah, we'll be jumping off into hyperspace and then jumping straight back, because we will have the option to either reclaim this mining station or salvage it for parts, which is great. That can get us so much more. And it looks like we're about done with everything here. So let's get everything sent across and then make that jump. Though everyone's on their break, so I guess we'll wait till tomorrow to do that. Do I have the water for this? Very likely not to do all of it. But I can mine the important shit away from this. Can get a lot more Energium, and can also get a bunch more hull blocks and infra blocks. And probably a few more soft blocks as well. It'd be nice to build some lights. These lights. They cost an infra block actually. Huh. So I could build this here and here, for example. That'll provide even more mood buffs. Let's take a look at the comfort zone of this area. Oh yeah, they're loving it. They're loving it. This is a great place to eat your meals and come hang out and just chill. This is a bastion of civilization, which is unnecessary creature comforts. Good. Yeah. Somebody took a dump over there, so we can send it across. But in fact, we don't even need to send it across. It is only one, and it'll get transferred once we make our jump. So let's get that started. Jump online. Oh, of course. Pods. Let's cancel that jump, because we need to go collect the pods. Yeah, so. Any ideas? Anyone want to lay claim to any of these? Rusted and Trusted, El Miner, Clunker, and Dirty Devil. We need 2 of those, and we need 1 of these shuttles, which is 1 Careful Owner and Allegra. Essentially, claiming them is quite simple. Really just... How do I claim these? No, I click on the hangar that it lives in, and I relocate to a new hangar. But yeah, I suppose we can just go with whatever. It's... Excuse me? Where are you going? It's no big deal. They're essentially identical. So let's just relocate whatever. Get you in there. Go on then. Dirty Devil works. There you go. And Clunker sounds fine by me. Let's relocate you into there. Cool. And once they get across, we should be good to jump. Oh, already there. Excellent. Excellent. We're doing more things. So let's get this food across as well. Nice. Is there anything else you're collecting? More food. Okay. No? What? what I should be doing is auto resource, auto clean off. No longer bring everything to this. No more. Select all. No more. Select all. No more. And we should be groovy to get going. Nope, wrong one. That's the one. So let's get our hyper jump ready. And once everybody comes back, we can... Oh, fuck. They're doing this shit. Because I've got it set to such a high priority. It's fine. Everybody comes back, and we make our jump. We will lose these, which is totally fine. Yo, that is... Is that a pug with wings? Nice. Yeah. None of these things we're actually losing. It's just telling us because we technically have control of this base where we started. So we jump. We drop. And yeah, we land right next to here. Wait, shit, did I not abandon this? No, this is how I do it. So now, if I was to claim it, I would be able to use it exactly the same way as we were just using it before. I could utilize all of its structures. I could, you know, do the base things with it. However, abandon this ship and make it permanently derelict. Bang. And this is our next goal for the game. Seek out the star system cluster hyperlane. So we explored this star system by jumping into hyperspace, gather resources, explore derelict ships, trade, survive, and expand your spaceship. Seek out the star system cluster hyperlane. Use this hyperlane to travel to a new star system cluster, and you can jump to hyperspace from the systems menu. Which is great. This is all things that we will be doing in due time. Namely, the idea of exploration. It'd be great to sweep over all of these things and then jump into here and then explore all of these things. We'll do as much of our as our resources can allow. Eventually, we will jump over to a bunch. Let's actually take a little look at this legend and see what this can tell us about what is in the world around us. This is an abundant resource system right next to us. Oh my god, we just won the game. I didn't even realize when I opened it before, but this is the place that you're ideally working towards, and normally it starts on like the other side of the map. That is such a lucky spawn. Right next to us, we can get all the resources we'd really ever need. And just plow out. We could then travel to the Slavers Guild system, and we could just, like, you know, capture all of their ships and recruit a few of them, maybe. Sell a few of them, maybe. We could, I guess, trade with the cult, or maybe just go to the safe system and see what they could offer us. But yeah, we will definitely be heading towards that first. And by first, I mean after we check out these areas. So check out them, head up there, then just wander, mosey on around to these, do whatever we feel like. Can go wherever we want. There is also somebody over here, which I believe is the AI or cyborgs. This is... No, we go factions for this. This is the Android Collective. And they don't like us, but they'll probably be willing to trade with us. They will probably have some water as well, which would be good, because once we're done stripping this bad boy, we will have basically 0 water. So let's start with that. We'll do the hull last, but yep, we're not supplying. Do the hull last, but eventually the place is going to run out of oxygen and heat, and electricity. So eventually we'll be heading over there with spacesuits, and I will carve out the hull as well. For now, though, we can do it without getting fatigue. Temperature down here is getting a bit rough, a bit spicy. And it's not a big problem. It just means we need to build another temperature regulator. But like this is, you know, free temperature without having to build a regulator. So ideally we don't have to cool this down. We can just heat everything up. Less to worry about that way, you know? Yeah. Can also, how's our oxygen levels doing up here? It's starting to dip a bit down. It's really not, though. Yeah, it is a bit. Yeah, okay. So maybe worth building one of these bad boys, like, I guess right here. Our prisoners will eventually go into here, but we don't care about their comfort, really, so it doesn't matter if they get a mood debuff from being close to that. Totally fine. This will take a long time to salvage because there is a lot of stuff to tear apart. Okay, it's already too cold. And probably out of oxygen. Yep. Just breaching everything. Never mind. That didn't last as long as I thought. Yeah, just pulling down all the airlocks. Alright, fine. So what would I do to prevent that? I suppose not do the infra scrap until we do the tech, energy, and soft. It doesn't really matter. Cool. Nice. So what is there in terms of high scrap? There's still high infra and still high tech. Tech is probably in these things, like the medical beds, and also probably in the generators, like the oxygen generators and gas scrubbers, and also in the power nodes. And the infra scrap will be like everything else, like the lights, the temperatures on the walls. That's a jukebox, by the way, which you can build one day. Oh yeah, thinking of building one day. Research. Now, research is something we could take really in any direction, right? There are a bunch of things that are worth doing. I think the meta play is to rush for solar panels. So you get this advanced tech first, which gives you plus 10% research speed. In fact, I think that's just good to pick up first regardless, because the sooner you get that, the sooner you get benefits from it. So regardless of what you're doing, if you take the hit of research right now to pick up this, then you will eventually earn it back, and then some. Problem is there's more along the future, and it kind of gets less viable to say that as they start to cost more and more. Because that's only, what, 125 easy and 25 intermediate. Your researchers can fail every time they try and do research. It goes in like a tick. It takes like 1 to 3 seconds, I think, to do it. Like such. And it can be unsuccessful like that. So, yeah, having lots of hard research, like we can see over here, starts to mean like somebody who isn't particularly adept at researching is going to take much, much longer to get anything advanced done than it will take somebody who's, say, level 3 at researching. Speaking of, let's look at priorities. Ideally, we only have one person ever researching because they are the best at it. You can be really pushed on logistics. I don't want you on research. I mean industry, sorry, not logistics. But you will take care of a lot of the logistics as well. Botany, whatever. Medical, of course, we want you to be high priority. You can keep that at medium priority, I guess. Maintenance can go high priority. We need somebody to respond to maintenance really as soon as it happens, because that's when things break. Cat meat? Yeah, so in this game, we can name our folks whoever we like. Cat meat is just a little joke because K9 and myself know a fellow who goes by the name of Cat meat who is a geologist. So I couldn't help myself. We also have Rasmus here, which is Young G05 in the chat. And yeah, if you see any characters who you might be interested in terms of their skills or their skills or their traits, or perhaps what they've been getting up to, we have a bunch of gunners, a bunch of people who we need to kill aliens for us. So that's max weapons. By all means, feel free to shout out. Can customize any character. Can dress them up however you like. So just be like, yo, that Krista's doing some work. Can you chuck me in there with a yellow shirt? And I'll be like, hell yeah, there you go. So yeah, just a little something we can play with.